Coach, how's my week going?
It's going well. Just trying to get, kind of what we talked about earlier in the week, get a little bit smarter, get a little bit healthier, get caught up on anything that we hopefully aren't behind on in academics, but get all caught up in that regard, and then start pushing toward Colorado next week.
Talking about those two games that you have coming up in your regular season at least, how do you avoid the trap game mentality in games that really on paper you're supposed to win?
We worry about us. We talk about us and our improvements, and we made plenty of mistakes against Utah that our guys identify and will work toward correcting. But we don't talk about the opponent too often, regardless of who that is.
Do you have an update on Pharaoh? Marcus said he's back in Cleveland.
He's back in Cleveland. Yeah, his mom is a nurse, and so she'll kind of be the lead, primary caregiver in that situation, and it's great in that regard. It's great that Cleveland Clinic is an outstanding facility. It's if there's any negative, it's just being away from his teammates, and I know that bugs him and bugs them, but we'll get to that in due course. But as kind of grave of a situation, I would say it's probably the best it could be at this point.
Is it a situation where you keep someone out there on chorus or an academic advisor? I mean, he's missing some time, both academically and
No, we'll manage all that stuff kind of remotely at this point. We'll certainly get by there to see him as soon as we can, but all the academic stuff we're doing kind of almost like a correspondence course kind of situation at this point, trying to salvage as much as possible. He's doing great in school, and so just trying to keep that going.
Any of your coaches who are out on the road this week kind of make an extra swing by, kind of make a detour to Cleveland?
We talked about that. Everybody's back, and everybody was kind of in the worst angle, and we couldn't really coordinate his travel plans with their travel plans, so unfortunately, no.
I feel about the rest of the group at this point and the experience they've gotten this
at tight end, are you talking about?
Yeah.
Feel good about it. We feel confident in those guys. There's all those guys are different, Pharaoh included, as far as perceived strengths and weaknesses. But we won't differentiate what we're doing offensively because of that position. I guess that's the simplest way to verbalize it.
So you talked the other day about, hey, do we go more running backs, more route receivers? But you feel like at this point you can still really make the tight end a weapon. You don't have to deviate that much.
Definitely. I mean, Pharaoh's obviously made a ton of plays and has been outstanding. At the same time, there's times when you need to do certain things, or you know how a defense lines up to a certain thing you need to or want to attack, and if that presents itself, we'll do it.